Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Welcome back to iRacing. It's a new season, season 4, and we are going to try and do well in the IndyCars this season. Going to try and do every week, try and do at least one race every week, as we are in Kentucky for the first week round and over, which is kind of missed, I would say, on the IndyCar calendar. Provided some thrilling racing, including the last one in 2011. I believe it was the last one in 2011 when Ed Commenter won for Sarah Fisher Racing, grabbing his first victory and their first victory as well in IndyCars. But we had a good qualifying in third, as you can see in the bottom right, out of I believe 14 drivers. If we scroll down, as you can see, 10 did qualify, and it is 14 drivers. We're the number 12 car, so we don't have a good rating compared to everyone else. We should be near the back. No doubt we probably will be at some point in this race, as we're going to try and take it easy. 75 laps. I don't think we have enough fuel to go to the end, so we need some cautions. But the tyres, I've done some practice for it. I did more practice than I did a whole of last season combined for those races. I've done around 25 laps of practice, had a good 20-odd lap stint. And we didn't do too bad, as we've already had a car contact beginning the season. So we're starting on the right foot, you know. Hopefully that's not damage swing too much. And we've already sped in pit lane as well. So aiming to do well, as you can see, good qualifying lap, so that's not too bad. We've started off well in this race. Car contact, speed in pit lane. It can only get better from here, surely. So right at the front, so we're looking at the guy in front, we're going off what Connor does. If he's going to go early, we have to go early with them, else we're going to be swarmed from behind. Let's see how we do. Our first race of the season. Can't wait to get underway here. I'm sure we'll do well. I'm sure we'll finish, you know, top 14. No, that's a solid result already. Yeah, I think there's 2 splits. I think we're in the bottom split. I'd hope so anyway. But with my rating being so low, I get the feeling I might be in the top split. But we'll see. Let's see, we go.
The pace car is in.
So right on the leaders. Gear pipe. I think he's waiting until it goes green.
Green.
And we did have a bit of a slow start, so we got someone on our outside. Remember, it might be 3 wide as well. It is 3 wide. 2 left in. Went a bit too though. They're just going to go wide. We're taking the high line. Don't want to do this too much early on. But we're trying to keep this position. There's always some flashing in front. Looks like we have. So we dropped down to 7th from 3rd. That's not too bad. Because he really did block the guy behind. But in our practice runs, got into a good rhythm, got into a good line. It is frantic in front already. 6th is very slow. Going to try and take advantage. Go to the inside. So that's a position back already. And we're gaining back up to this lead quartet. Look at them battling in front. As remember, we've got to be careful of the draft as well, being too close to someone going into a corner. So we definitely have to lift when we're doing some passing. We're already lifting already. Just trying to check that throttle to make sure the car doesn't push too much out the corners. So down someone down our inside. There's a little look down the inside, doesn't work. And the car in front, a bit slow. And there we go, got a bit too close going into the corner, but we got a good run off it. Very good run off it. In the old up and under. So we had to live major there, it's way too tight. And there's the caution, no surprise the caution's come after 6 laps, that was frantic. So we've got to slow down. Hopefully they get punted from behind. It's always the worry. We survived our first action of the season, just about. And look at that pacer go! Speeding ahead. Is that Scott Dixon in there? That was good fun. As you can see, tyres might be a bit of an issue later in the session, but I think we might pit already because we've got. I want to check out the damage to the car. Might as well pit. Make sure we've got the fuel all right. So I want to turn that down a bit. Turn it down to around 10. I'm going to change all the tyres we can. And where's our pit spot? Oh, it's all the way down here. Just going to ease in. Look at that, perfect. At an angle, a bit. So keep the revs up. Get going. Bit slow in front. Was there damage? So we lost the position. Well, I'd say we lost the position. We kind of stuck where we are. But no damage to fix. That's good to know. Unless you just cruise out of pit lane. It's tricky, the exit here. You got to be careful. There is the exit. You go after those black lines, that gap. Because remember, we've got to stay behind this guy to our right hand side. So we haven't actually dropped any positions in it. It's like maybe one or two. So definitely worth pitting early on. Got fresh tyres. And let's get racing again. Now I said we lost out in the pit stop phase, but look at this. 3 guys pitted in front, so we're up to 5th, back into the top 5. And we can just throw Artie into 1st and 2nd. Can't we? So the top 3 member not pitted. And it's like they're going for green again. There we go, that's the start we wanted. Remember, still got over 60 laps to go though. Want to be too aggressive. As once again, we're clipping the inside there. I'm going to do that every restart, aren't I? As they're going 3 wide. Got going our inside. Okay, you want to go past us like a missile. Do that. Oh, he's wiped out. Guys in front. As we survive, going to the bottom. So past the 7 car, so we're up to 4th then. God, you saw that guy having that run. Just got a bit too carried away, unfortunately. Hey, Artie's in the lead. Why don't we throw him through into 2nd? Terrible restart then. But we have made a position up. Pace car leads once again. He might get most laps led, the pace car, from this race. We'll see on the next restart. Now, I bet if you thought this was something you'd never see in these races. Me leading and at a restart. I'm having to control the pace. My foot's going up and down. I don't know what's going to happen when it goes green. As we sit behind the pace car. Let them go to pit lane. And now we're just going to cruise. Gotta wait for green. And that's a shocking start. Great start from 2nd. Got us down the inside. Everyone else seemed to be left behind. We don't mind that if we can run away. As the top 3 on that restart did not pit, including us 2. Everyone else did. And so we've got to go on our outside as he's slotting back in as we got the draft now. That guy's going to keep trying the outside line, is he? Unfortunately, he's got the draft now. Let's ease the car into the corner. Really ease the car into the corner. Unfortunately, being pinched here, I'm in a position I don't want to be. I want to be on the outside. Just want to follow these guys in front. Let's see if we can do that. Let's go a bit wide as we've got someone on our inside. Looks like we're clear though. So I don't mind slotting into third here. Again, we've got someone on our inside. Now we've got someone right in front of us. They're off slightly into the corners as we're behind someone. But I don't mind taking the high line round here. So go, we're losing a bit too, lifting a bit too much. That corner. Seem to be good into turns 3 and 4. It's just 1 and 2 where we seem to be lifting a bit too much. So guys taking the very low line. There we go, okay, a bit more speed into the corner, but still we lost a bit on the exit, I think. Remember, we've got to not work these tyres too much as well. There's going to be a long green flag here. We might be going to the end on these tyres. So you just want to sit here in the slipstream, really, for the time being. And then get aggressive with like 20 laps to go, maybe. So guys defending the inside. Don't mind that. No, he's taking the very wide line. Oh, we're just sitting here. So they're on 5th and 6th again on us. So we go. That's a good run through 1 and 2. Finally got it nailed. Looks like we're just playing for the leader here. Let's got Archibald in front. Looks like everyone is settled down now, thankfully. And we're just all running our race. I mean, these are so that tight. So when I was running in clean air, I was doing 24.6s consistently. Now we're doing 24.9s. Shows you the difference that having a guy in front does to that times round, even a short track like this. This is going well. Got a bit of a gap outside the top 5 as well. But I don't mind this at all. This number 1 car is getting away a bit. And you're getting a bit dirty over visor. Now remember not to run too wide, not to run too low, just run that kind of middle lane, especially in those last 2 corners. And the first 2 corners as well, run that middle lane. Don't run too low. Let's see if we just keep it in 6 now. Don't really get the grunt of the corners as... Oh no, we've got that traffic in front. Disaster in front. Seems to do well just sitting in 6th. Kind of losing 5th as well. They're dropping back slightly. That's a bit too high. Get a bit more control there. The second is kind of losing first too. That's a good run for the first. Oh, that was high from third. That's a good run for the first 2 corners. Maybe a bit too low. But I do like this, that there's some driver skill involved. It's not just flat out everywhere. You actually got to manage the tyres, manage your pace, like we're doing at the moment. And of course you've got to have good racecraft. Oval racing, totally different from road course racing and street racing. As you can see, it's all about the toe, timing that run. especially if you're in third and you're a bit boxed in behind second at the moment. There we go, barely lifting that first corner now. That we've got a gap around 4/10. Fifth is coming back as well. Well, it might be dropping too far back, but obviously not. Still got that toe in behind. It's comfortable sitting there. Remember, they've got the fresher tyres, so is first as well. Second, third, fourth, including myself, did not pit in that last stop. So we've got to manage these tyres a bit more than those other folks, but still, I've only got 3 lap older tyres and most of that was under caution. So there shouldn't be too much difference in tyre performance. As you can see, they're getting a bit more aggressive in the corners. Maybe we've got to do that as well. So dropping back slightly. Again, a very dirty visor. Approach the halfway mark. There we go, driving the car a bit more into the corner. That was better. Still lost the 10th though. This third is really glued to second. He's dragging him along. So that's a bit out of the groove. We have gained a 10th back. No, we don't want to be out of that toe. Like it looks like second may be to first. 2.5 gap. The rear's starting to get a bit light on these tyres. We're getting into a bit of a danger zone where the car could just swing round without a moment's notice. We've got to be very smooth with our inputs. You see, that's maybe why I'm falling back slightly. I'm second and third at the moment. Also doesn't help that second is careening all over the world, it looks like. And it's like fifth is just sticking to our tail as well as you've got a second gap in front, unfortunately. Dropping into the 25s. You've got to get back down to fifth. Get some more launch off these corners. Start shifting again. So we're almost at the halfway mark. And we are starting to pull away a bit from fifth again by doing that. Still, we're losing a 10th. The guys in front. Now we've got to be careful not to chase at that time. As I said, we've got to manage these tyres to the end probably. As everyone's starting to spread out a bit. Now that's not bad. So we're now at the halfway mark of the race. In a good race. Personally, did some laps, qualified well, avoided some dramas early on, now having a decent long run. We're actually keeping pace now with the guys in front. Seem to have gained our pace a bit. As whoa, second a bit leery. Might have a bit of a battle in front. Curving. And we're actually pulling away from the guy behind as well. Leader, 2 seconds in the lead, and there we go. Move for second finally. Or not. Doesn't seem to have had the run. Boy, had it off the corner. Now that battling for second will slow them down. It's going to allow us to catch up, as our spotter doesn't know how to cap on laps, apparently. So go a bit of a wider line so we can get a better run off the corner maybe. Not happening, no. There we go, in a good groove now, setting 25 flats. Just like that, set at 25 too. Fortunately, still just keeping pace with that battle for second. Needing the battle a bit more like that. Well, the leader just runs away, unfortunately. There you go, that's better in the first corner. As they are now side by side. Going into turns 3 and 4. We finally see a move for second. Oh, it's close. Doesn't look like it's happening though. So you're definitely gaining though. Want to make this a three-way fight for second. Hey, we could drag the guy behind as well. Make it a four-way fight. There we go, look at this run. We are gaining now. It's all a bit wide in the first corner. But now we're right in the toe as they finally make the move for second. Now we're trying to look to follow through and get into third, get a podium. Wouldn't mind that at all. That's a bit wide in the first corner, that was sloppy. That's a bit too close to the yellow line. Before getting the power down, I would have spun it there. So once again, he's going very low for a second. Now we've got to watch out for that, because that could cause third to do some avoiding manoeuvres, take some unusual lines. As he now got a 4-way fight for second. Maybe don't want to be too close to these guys in front. No, saying that, third is very wide. Oh, and they've hit. So we're in third. Now trying to make the move for second. So maybe we're next up on the chopping block. Now, of course, he's clean air. He can run the car a bit harder into the corners, but we've got the slipstream. Oh, that was too high. That's a good line in the first corner. Just didn't carry the speed on the exit, though. Now once again a bit high, 3 and 4. That's all. Someone's dropped back behind. Is that the guy who got hit? Has he been forced to pit? That's all. That's a bit wide in front. That's all, the 50 lap mark. 2/3 of the race done. We're in a battle for second. Right where he started. And here comes fourth behind. He's just sticking to us like glue. Great run from the guy behind. I wonder if he's been managing his tyres a bit better as well. There's go behind pits or go in front pits. Did they not take fuel? Because that's what happened. So we're in second. Let's actually check the fuel situation. As we've got some clean air. We're not going to make it. We've got the pit for fuel as well. God damn it, we needed to fill it all the way up. So there's going to be a splash right at the end. Oh, what a miscalculation. Is that the leader pitting? He is. So we're back into the lead. Well, we've got to pit. So we just basically just got to run as hard as we can before we have to pit. Barely lift in these corners now. No turbulence in front. Can't believe that. We had to fill it all the way up. What a rookie error we've all made, really. So the guy behind's probably in the box seat. Not knowing his situation. But keep an eye on third. He's a lap behind. See if we're matching them lap time wise. Looks like we're even pulling away a bit. Let's go a bit wide. Definitely pulling away from the guy behind who has the pit. Yeah, we're definitely keeping the pace of the guys behind. Remember, we've got the pit though. We've got 7 laps until we do. Watch out for the guy in front. Thank you. So going very wide. Maybe not, thank you. Probably should have pitted then. So we might have to pit the next lap. Yeah, got 5 laps remaining. Now here's time to pit. Definitely controlled pit entrance. Let's remember, get rid of tyres. Let's get going. Oh, we're not even going to rejoin in third. Not on the podium. Oh, we're down to 4th. As now we've definitely got enough fuel for the end. So let's see if we can catch up to third and try and get back our podium. I cannot believe everyone messed up though. Ooh, we've got a 2.6 second gap. We've got 6.7 second gap behind. Oh, that could have been an easy win. I don't know how we got slowed down for the pits. I swear we were too quick. I wonder if they've had new tyres as well around us. Because then we might be in a world of trouble. Of course, we saw no point in changing tyres when we're so close to the end. And it's like they might have new tyres around us as well. So how much did we lose in that sequence? Around 8 seconds. Or around 5 seconds in total, shall we say. But it's very close for the lead. Look at Artie right up there. Oh, that's a lazy turning. Got to be much better than that. Let's see, here comes 5th. Could be close at the end. As you push hard in the 25.4s. We've got clean air now. No excuse not to push a bit. But the tyres are just knackered. As I think, there was some like easy pit entrance there with the streaks on the inside that corner. I hope he didn't overfuel by a country mile as well. Should just check that. No, he didn't. Just taking some horrible lines though into corners. And look at 5th really gaining. We're going to have a battle for 4th in a moment. Yeah, we're losing time to everyone around us. At least we're guaranteed the top 5. And looks like we're sit for that down. Oh, he's gaining like a second per lap behind. We've just got to run our own race, run our own pace, not concentrate on what's happening behind. And the steam train which is catching us. That's a better line in that second corner. In turns 3 and 4, should I say. That's a better that, 25.1, that's more like it. So right away. 8th being very kind to everyone, it looks like. No! Oh, I've damaged the car, you idiot! With 5 laps to go. Now can we hold on for 5th? Can't believe I made that mistake. Look at this thing. Bent the toe. Should be able to just cruise to the finish though. Looks like we're going to get that though. By first, he's really pulled the gap. We've got 5 laps remaining. Oh, it was such a good race until we realised we messed up on fuel. That was a nice middle stint there trying to battle for podium places. But hey, lesson learned for next time. Remember to just fuel it all the way up. So just halfway. Make sure you got enough fuel to the end. Because maybe no one really expects it to be green flag for this song. I'm not surprised because you saw the opening few laps. The opening stands of the first third of the race. It was absolutely mental. So we go, get past. As they unlap themselves. They've got 3 laps to go. Yeah, it's running 26s now. Absolutely terrible. And I said we might be that before the end too. There you go, make sure you're not turning too much with the wheel, otherwise the back end can snap round. As they're about to go on to their final lap. So I think we might not get that. And see, almost had a battle for the win. Good job from the top 2 though. There's all someone got pushed wide in front. So we go right flag. Oh, and he got damaged as well, it looks like. So we didn't get laps at least. We go for the first corner, just easing it through these corners. And with a couple corners to go, we're going to grab a top 5 in our first race. Back in the IndyCar Fixed Series. Might not have been the podium that it could have been, but could have even been a win. But I'll take that. I'll take a top 5 after a long, hard race. This final 50 odd laps when it was green. That was tough, especially those last few laps when we made a Horlicks in turns 3 and 4. Well, I hope you enjoyed the turn of IndyCar Fixed. I have. And about next week, week 2. South watching. We have smooth pit entrances. And I'll see you next time.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
Oh, now I do it perfect.